Fake a smile until I look away, but I've known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away, but I've known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. As you fade away. what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
added touch. Then I think I got my cover where I want it. It's not exact. I'm not really a mixed media artist. I'm dabbling in it just a tiny bit when I have a little extra time. But I know my mixed media, what do you call it, talents could be worked on, to say the least. Anyway, I think I got this where I kind of like it. Just a simple black paint with some gold on the sides. I went ahead and added my acetate, and then I added the foam to the back. So I have 2 layers here. I used these strips from scrapbook.com. I showed them earlier in this video. I don't know where they are now. They disappeared on my desk. So anyway, I used 2 of those to build it up, and then I used the rest of this. That's what I got left. I do have another roll. It's a little bit different though. It's not the same stuff. It's a little more, I don't know if I got it from a different department or a different place, but this is more spongy and this is more like solid. Anyway, they don't seem to be the same quality, and I wonder about that. Anyway, so I built up, I used the last little bit of the one I really like, and I built that up, and I was looking at the colors. So these are the colors in the collection. I keep these little cutouts on my desk so that I can kind of, you know, match things. And so those are the colors. I arranged this. I think I like this for the cover. Those flowers. These are little birdie flowers. These flowers had this little wooden bead in the center. I took them out and replaced them with some little stamens. So I put gold stamens in the white flowers. These little birdie flowers came like this. All this is little birdie. All these flowers are little birdie. And I made me a bow. I got, this came from a company called Paper Tray Ink. I was just happened to be on their website looking at cardstock, and I love satin ribbons, and this is satin ribbon, and they had these 5-yard spools from Paper Tray Ink for $1. I'm like, 5 yards for $1? I can't get that at Walmart. So I bought all different colors, and I don't think I did a haul on that, but let me show you the box. And I love really reasonable ribbon too, but I couldn't pass this up whenever I saw these for $1. I got all this for $1, all those different colors, and I got 2 of the light pink and 2 of the light blue for baby albums. But all these, each one was $1, and they're 5-yard spools. So if you're interested, you might want to go to Paper Tray Ink and see if they still have them. I don't know if they're clearancing them out or what, but I went ahead and bought some. And I bought the cardstock that I wanted to buy. So anyway, that's where I got that ribbon from. And I love me some really reasonable ribbon too. But, and then, anyway, moving on. So I was looking into the colors of my sequins and what I'm going to put on the inside of the shaker. And so I have some red. This is from Little Birdie, the little sea beads. I don't know if they still sell them. I have not been on their website recently. I did do a haul on these in one of my videos, but I just pulled out some of the colors that I think would go good on the inside. I don't know if I'm going to use the gold ones yet because I have gold sequins, and I'll probably use a little bit more gold sequins versus the gold beads. So I have the gold sequins. I'm going to put in a little bit of the blue because there is a little bit of blue here and there throughout the album. Here, I'll show you. Here's one of the pages. So there's blue here and there. So I figured I'd add that. Of course, I have black. Then I found this in my stash. Instead of using red, I thought I might use this color. I like that it has that iridescent to it, and thought that it would catch the light, because there's not a lot of, this isn't a big window. This isn't a big window for my, you know, colors. So I figure if I could use a couple that really catch the light, like this iridescent and this one, that would coordinate well. That's just my thinking. So I don't think I'm going to use the gold, but I think I'm going to use all these. I hope that's not too many colors. I hope that's not too many colors. So, and then for the top, I was thinking about using this seam binding from My Scrap Cabin, and I have this color which kind of coordinates with the flowers. See, the flowers are going to go here on that whole ensemble is going to go there. And I have other colors, so I may change the color. I have all these colors from My Scrap Cabin, and I may use green. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I have a blue quite that tone, so I don't think I want to use blue. I have another. I have this one too, but these are from My Scrap Cabin Etsy store, and my husband got me this last year for Christmas. That's one of my Christmas presents. This one's close. This one might work. Maybe I'll use that at the top. We'll see. Yeah, that might be pretty. So we'll use one of those too, I'm sure. I do have this color, which is, no, I think that's the same color. I think those are the same. Those look like the same color, huh? I thought one might be darker, but maybe it's not. And then there's this one. Nah, that one doesn't go. Anyway, there you go. So I got those. And then for the outside, see, whenever I put this together, you see how you see that white? I don't want to see that. And I thought about, well, should I paint it gold? I don't know. Then I saw this sitting there on my shelf, and I'm like, well, maybe I can put a trim around it. So I think I'm going to do that. I think that would be cute around the border of the little album. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and make this shaker. So when you make a shaker, you want to make sure you put your acetate down first. Don't forget your acetate. You got to put that down first. Then you want to build up your borders. And I filled these in pretty well. I didn't have to go up this high. I don't know. I felt like there's a lot of space here, and if my sequence is sitting here, no one's going to see my sequence. So that's why I built it up a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to put the beads and everything in this, because if I put them on this, they're going to fly everywhere. You kind of, you know, if you feel like you just have sequence and no beads, you could put them on here and then go. I'm going to put them on here take all this off. Actually, I'm going to take all this off first, then put my beads on here. And then I'll kiss these together. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. And I hope that I don't have too many colors. I'm going to move this out of the way. So are you ready to go? We're ready to go. I'm going to take all these little things off because I do not want them. And I'll speed this part up. I'm not going to talk. Just like the sticky. I don't trust that the sticky is gonna hold for a long time, so I wanted to put some glue on here. Alright, I think that's enough. Okay, because we don't need a ton, because dry as clear is excellent glue. Alright, now we're gonna place this on top of here. I'm going to do my best to get it even and lined up. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I didn't do too bad. Yeah. I probably could have put some more. I could have filled it up a little bit more. I thought I would. Look, see, I could have filled it up some more. But that's okay. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard to know. Sometimes if you, I think that would look cute with that around the edge, and then I cover up. Then I cover up the work I did. See, that's cute. I like that little added detail. Okay, so it's all together. It's pretty even. I didn't do too bad of a job. Could have put some more sequins and stuff in there, but I think you see the different colors. People like to shake them anyway. We're going to add this on top. I'm going to have this. I'm going to play with that and get that in there. I'm going to do a Kathy Clement bow. And this is going to go here. We're going to do something like this. Oops. Have a butterfly over here. I think that will be pretty with the blue. And then you see all the colors reflecting the light. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to record this. Y'all see what I'm doing. Maybe I'll turn it back on. I'm going to go ahead and add this. I don't know. Do y'all want to see that? I just feel like I'm boring everybody. I'm going to glue this on. I think I'm going to use hot glue so it'll adhere right away. And so I'm going to cut off that edge because I put tape on there. And when you start a trim, you always want to start on either like in the center so you can like overlap a little bit, or you want to start at the edge at the bottom right hand, because that's the last that somebody sees. But I think I'm going to start right there. Okay. So let's go ahead. And my hot glue gun is going. So we are going to, alright, I'm kind of nervous about this, you guys, because I have never done this before, but I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm going to put my glue here and get it started. There we go. It's down. I think that's gonna look really cute though. And I'm just gonna go along the edge. And that way that covers up all that filler that I put in there. Of course, I'm going to have all these little webs that I'll have to pull off later. Go ahead. Push that out. I'm going to put a little glue to kind of round that, and this will dry clear. I just don't want that fraying or anything. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. Okay, we'll have flowers and ribbon and all kind of stuff hanging out for the corner too. Okay. Okay, so I think the next step in this process is gluing the pages onto the chipboard. So I have this all pretty much laid out, and you know, there's not much to this, you guys. Just putting my papers on the chipboard. Now, I painted the sides of all my chipboard pieces. You could ink them with a vintage photo or something if you want to ink them. But I decided that I would paint them. And, I mean, this is kind of boring, you know. I'm just going to glue each of my papers to the chipboard, and then I'll need to punch the hole where the ribbon's gonna go. So I'll do one or two, and then I'll probably fast forward through this because I don't want this video being so long. And you know, if it's not perfect, that's okay. There is wiggle room. That's why I'm using That's why I'm using blue. I wiggled that a little bit too much. Alright, let's see if we can get this straight and on there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Well, is it? I'm going to put a little more glue on it. Real time, people. Real time stuff here. You can't get it perfect always. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's try this again. You know, this is all hand cut, so it's not going to be perfect in every on every page, but I want it to be close. All right, I think I can deal with that. And got our little magnet in there. So I think there's actually 2 magnets on this one. Just to make sure everything's adhered. So there it is. My first page down. Now, once you glue your first page, you want to make sure you punch your hole. Okay? Because if I don't, I mean, you can kind of feel where the hole is. It's probably not the end of the world if you don't punch it right away. But just make it easy on yourself and go ahead and punch your hole. So, alright. So that's that one. So cute. Alright, and then we're going to flip it over like this. And then the next page goes like this. So we'll glue that on. And then I'll punch, well, and then I'll punch the hole here at the bottom. Because this is gonna, it's gonna go like this. Y'all see that? Yeah. Okay. Don't want to confuse anybody. Because it's not opening this way. It's opening this way. So I have to make sure my orientation is correct. Hopefully I'll do a better job of placing this one down. Like I said, these are all, I had to trace them and hand cut them, so they're not perfect, but they're close. They're good enough. No one's going to say, you didn't cut that exactly perfect. They're not going to look at that. Alright. Oh, well, I'll move this over just a little bit. Okay. Sorry for the snipples. Just want to make sure I get that down. All right. Second page is done. Now my hole will be down here this time. So what I can do is just flip it over and got to be able to see through it. And then you just take your punch. There we go. Okay. So see, that's at the bottom there. This is at the top. It's going to go like that. So this is gonna go this way. So here's the cover. And I'm sorry I did not record the cover, but I can just, uh-oh, I lost another petal. I lost a petal here. Let me glue that on. But I'll just tell you what I did here. It just came right off, didn't it? Oops. Oh, put a little more glue. I've never had the petal fall off. That's the first time. Okay. Well, we'll just fix it, right? Nobody's gonna know. Okay. So what I did on the cover, these flowers are little birdie flowers. And I used all of them in the package, I think. Let me see if I still have one. This might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. So it's the Danica Cherry is the name of those flowers. And it came with the little butterfly in the package. So I used those. I used the white little flowers. That's from this package. And that is Varilla Moonlight. Right here. Those are the little white flowers. And all I did was, you know, kind of laid out how I wanted to place some on there. I did add some of this mesh, and I just cut a little piece off. I cut like a rectangle, and then I gathered it like this, put a little hot glue, or you could take a little piece of sewing thread and sew that if you're worried about the hot glue burning your finger. I used a low temperature and just let it cool a little bit, and then I gathered it, and it was okay. And I put it up under the flower and under the butterfly to just add a little extra glitter, because there's glitter in that tool. So I wanted a little more pretty on there. So I did that, and I utilized the greenery that came with the flowers. I ran out of my thin gold cording, and I looked in my craft room. I cross-stitched for a number of years, and I also have a couple of needlepoint canvases, and I had bought this to add a little sparkle, and I went in that stash and pulled this out. It's for it's by Darice, and it's a needlepoint canvas gold thread. So I just used a little bit of that on there. I also had some DMC. I did not use this, but DMC also makes a gold thread. But I'll go back to Hobby Lobby and get that gold cording. I just ran out of it for this project, so I just improvised that. Made my little bow with my satin ribbon, and then I had some of these little balls in my stash and added those. I got those for Christmas, at Christmas time, but I figured they'd be pretty on this album. And you know, and then I used some of these little flowers, the little red ones here, to kind of extend the design. And that's all I did. So it's really, oh, and the little ladybug. I got this from Hobby Lobby. They're in the where they have all the buttons. The only other thing I may add is a charm or two once I put the ribbon in. I pulled this little heart charm and this little bee charm, and I may, when I put that, I may add that to it. I don't know yet. But yeah, so then the only thing I need to do is punch I don't know if I can get my, I don't think I can't get my punch through there. I should have punched it before. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to do this. Okay. Because this is too thick for my, yeah, I don't think I can extend that anymore. So, but that works. I got the hole in there, and I can thread my ribbon through there. So, I'm thinking that I want to use this seam binding for it. And you want it kind of loose, and just, we'll thread it through. Utilize all your tools. We'll just see about getting that through there. There we go. Okay. So I'll thread that through. So it's gonna go like this. We'll do the next one. Super cute, love it. The next one. Okay, this one's a little tricky, getting that hole in there. Okay, and then the last one. There we go. And then you want to make it kind of loose because you want to be able to flip it. So you don't want to tie it super tight. I'm going to pull it through just a little bit more so I can get me a good bow. I think I'm going to tie it in a knot. Alright, let's make sure these are kind of even. I feel stuff is catching on to stuff. Alright. Get some of my supplies out of the way. Alright, can you see what I'm doing? Okay. So I think I'm just going to, is that going to be big enough? I think I'm going to tie it in a knot. But before I do that, I'm going to give myself a little bit more. Alright. I think that's good. I'd rather have a little bit too much. Oh, I want to go this direction. I'd rather have a little bit too much than not enough. Alright, so stack those, and then I'm going to tie a knot. Can you see me? Okay. Alright, and let's just make sure that it's loose enough for all the pages to flip. See, that was a little tight. Alright, there we go. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Alright, and then I'm just going to tie a simple bow here. And just kind of let it do its thing. And then we'll cut this off. Alright. And there we go. Isn't that precious? Now I may, like I said, I may string some, I don't know if I'll add those or not. I like the butterfly, but, oh, and I have this little tassels. Maybe use a red one or a green one. Maybe add that. That might be cute. I might do that. So, we'll see. I might do that. But that's it. There's the little album. So I'll do a walkthrough video. And that'll be separate. And that's it. So I hope that you like this project. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you ring the little bell, you'll get notifications when I have other videos that are out. I like to put up something, at least something once a week is what I'm trying to do. I work full time, but I really enjoy this craft and want to share it with you guys. So I put up a video. I try to do a video once a week if at all possible. But anyway, I hope you like this little project. I hope you give it a try. Even if you don't have this shaped chipboard, you can just cut a chipboard in a rectangle and basically do the same thing, you know. Anyways, like I said, I hope y'all have a great evening or a great day, and I will talk to you again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.